Good morning. It's me and Piper today. Hi, Piper. Hi. Maybe Piper will stay inside the fence. Seeing yesterday's video was like 3 months old, and it was about the fence, and they're actually not doing that good on it, but more on the thumbnail. Olivia's fine. We'll talk about that in a minute. I bet you there's a few of you in our community that have done exactly what we did. Well, we're back. As you know, Kevin, well, maybe as you know, Kevin and Tyler took over the farm for about 2.5 days. Grams was here driving Olivia back and forth to her gymnastics stuff. And we're back. Liz got her tattoo done. We had to go travel. It was booked months in advance. We had to wait for the first part of her tattoo to like heal to get the second part done. Now it's completely finished. That project is over. Her story, her mom's story, will come out soon for you Patreon people. You at a certain level, Patreon, like behind the scenes or something like that, you already seen a picture of it by now. So that's there. And I kind of missed my coffee while I was gone. I had a Dunkin' Donuts and I had a Starbucks. And I'm not saying this just because we make it and we sell it. It's different. Like, I don't know, it's just different. Yeah, it's different and I miss it. Like making it at home, like, oh, that wasn't enough cream. I could just add a little more. When you drive away from the drive-thru and you're like, that was not enough cream or too much. I don't go back and complain. I never do. I just go with it. Life's too crazy to complain about crap like that. So, we are here in House of Pie 2. It is now Friday, and I think the decision will be made this weekend as to who we're actually don't have our poop results back yet. As some of you have been watching, we took a couple fecals to test out. Ooh, I just got an amazing idea. To test a couple girls before they make the move, and we're waiting still, which is crazy. We delivered those last Friday. So not only, nothing against Kara and her team, because they send it out to a vendor, and that vendor, hang on, 1, 2, 3 little scoops for 3 troughs. And look at this, an old peppermint bucket. They take the fecals, they send them out to a lab, FedEx overnight, send them out to the lab, and then the lab does them and sends the report back. But, I mean, we sent all that on Friday. It is now Friday, and we still don't have the results a whole week. Plus, it's not something the secretary at the office can give you. A doctor, so either Lindsay or Kara, have to tell you the results. So it's one of those things. They have to go over it. So Kevin took care of my troughs here. He drilled some holes in the bottom. Not big enough for the feed to go through, but take a look. Hang on. Tiny hole right there. There's a couple of them. There's like 4 of them up and down on all the troughs. He took care of that. When he was here in the morning, he was like, oh, he's right. These keep getting full of water. Even the humidity full of water. So now we got our bucket and our holes. Things are getting better around here. This is great. So let's talk about Stella. Stella's doing great. She faked the whole thing. She ended up going on our trip all the way down to Maryland, 5.5 hours. She got pampered for 2 days, lived in the hotel with us. You'll see that video coming soon. Once I edit it, it'll be a long one. It's 100, and I just transferred all the data this morning. It's 103 pieces. That means 103 little clips that I got stringed together and turned into some story. So that'll come out eventually. But I got two family style videos that are still behind. We got that one that just happened. And then we got the boat show where Tyler, myself, and Mom just went out and looked at some really cool boats that, like, I mean, somebody drove their helicopter there. It's crazy. Ah! There they go again. The lock got broke. The lock, hey, don't do it. The lock broke just now, and she kicked the door. Again, it was Sadie. All right, come on, girls, this way. Let's go. Let's go. Lucy, you need to control your herd. They're a bunch of wackos. I'm getting pushed by Fat Amy. Bye, ladies. See ya. Okay, bye-bye. Wow, man, that's why we try to keep the grain when people are around to a minimum. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Click. So, Quinn, yesterday. So we had 4 places we had to be at one time yesterday. So we just drove back from Maryland. We left super early in the morning, 5.5 hour ride. We were driving back. We had to get to Quinn's first ever cross-country race. Tyler had to go to a ag, because he goes to an ag school, right? FFA, ag farm picnic. Technically, there was an open house at the school, and Olivia had to be at gymnastics, all at the exact same time. So talk about divide and conquer, we got it. Mom took Quinn to cross country. Take a look.
Go, Quinny! Go, Quinn!
Now, Charlie, pick it up, bud!
Go, Salem! Nice job, Salem! Go, Quinny! Come on, Quinn! Nice job, Quinn! Keep going! You're doing great!
I told him, come on, buddy, catch up.
Quinn!
Come on, Quinn. Come on, buddy.
Dig deep, you're almost done, bud. You got this. Finish strong, bud.
For the trail mix.
Quinny! Come on, Quinn! Push deep, kid! You're doing it! You're almost done! Push, push, push! Woo!
Come on.
Go, Quinn!
The kid did great. Who cares about last place? You're competing against yourself and your time. Just like me on YouTube. YouTube's one big game. I'll explain that in another video later. The way you manage YouTube on the back end. It's one big game. And where was I going with that? And Quinn needs to realize this whole cross-country thing. Yes, you're on a team, but you compete against your own time. So now he's got a base time. And then from there, he could just try to shave some seconds off that time. And as that goes on, he'll work his way up the ranks with the rest of the kids. And he'll start not finishing in last place, but it's no big deal. He had a great time. Jake went. Jake tried to shoot some footage too, and it was very hard to watch, so we didn't really use any of that. Tyler and his picnic was throwing hay up into a bucket of a tractor. And he's a freshman, and the seniors are like, this kid's a tank. Like, where'd he come from? And then I decided to mow the lawn at night. There's my progress, and here's my time lapse.
Keep it simple, keep it sweet. Here's a line I heard somewhere. To feel the ground under your feet. It can take you anywhere. Chasing shadows with you. Let's get broken, then repair.
Okay, here we go. Put it in the comments below. Have you ever done this? If you have children and they did activities after school. We forgot Olivia at gymnastics. Yeah, I was milking goats last night because Kevin and Tyler tried so hard to get those goats on the machine because they were running 36-hour udders and they can't It's hard to milk out a 36 or even a 48-hour udder. They couldn't get that girl on the machine. I was watching when all that went down. So I figured I'll take the milker out last night to see. I mean, I'll milk by hand to see if anybody needed it. They didn't really need it. They were okay. I gave them a little relief. And then Tyler comes running out to the bar. Dad, we forgot Olivia. I'm like, oh God, wait a second. Grams is getting Olivia. No, Grams is not getting Olivia. I was like, maybe it was all confusion. And Mom jumped in the car and went and got Olivia. She was super late coming home, but she was fine. So how many of you have forgotten your kids at some type of an event? In the end, we're all human. We're not perfect, right? And we forget our kids occasionally. I'm just kidding. We do, sort of. Forget our kids and we don't mow our whole lawn. And, you know, we have to be multiple places at one time. But we do our best. And that's what I'm asking you to do. Do your best. No, Daniel, I did not steal that from your wife and her channel. The Do Your Best channel, which is a good channel, by the way. I'm having a brain fart. Daniel and DJ's channel called Do Your Best. That was a good one. I wonder if she trademarked that. She should have. I don't know if you can. Nike Just Do It. They trademarked that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go now. Yeah, I gotta go edit this actually because there's editing involved, which you've already seen all the editing. And Piper did great. She never left the front yard. So a couple months later and it still works. All right, see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.